So welcome to self-hypnosis for relaxation. We're going to look at a couple of slides and answer any questions, if any. We'll quickly look at about Osho, about me, one slide of me, brain and mind. Then we're going to look at the picture of the mind, about hypnosis, kinds and types of hypnosis, laws of the subconscious mind, high impact color, and then 2 layers of relaxation. And after this, we would continue with the practice, which is around 25 to 30 minutes long. And in the end, I'm going to also teach you one method of creating positive affirmations. Most of you know about it, but for newbies, it'll be something interesting to know. So Osho is an enlightened master, and anybody can be enlightened. Any human being can be enlightened, except plants, birds, or rocks. They can't be enlightened because they do not have self-knowing awareness, meaning that they don't know that they exist. Humans know that we exist. That's why we can be enlightened. We can reflect upon the past. We can improvise in the future. We can learn from our mistakes. It's a different thing that we don't learn, but if we want, we can learn from our mistakes. Now, I'm going to give you 3 definitions of enlightenment. There are many, many definitions of enlightenment, and most of them, they all mean the same. 1, you become the master of your mind. 2nd, end of suffering. 3rd, experience of deep love and oneness. Now, Osho has 650 titles of books in his name, translated in more than 60 languages, most by any person, dead or alive. He created 14 active meditations. We have experimented with some active meditations together last month. I think this month or last month. Sorry. 4 meditative therapies. They are meditation and therapies. They put you on a jet speed on the path of meditation, and thousands of mindfulness methods, small techniques for daily life. He's changed the lives of millions of people. I'm one of them. His vision is new human being. He calls it Zorba the Buddha, somebody who can enjoy the material life and can also meditate at the same time. Remember, it's always easy for the mind to be on the extreme, either to become obsessed with the material world and forget all about your well-being, or isolating yourself and renouncing the world and becoming a monk and going aloof or alone. These are 2 extremes, and extremes are always easy for the mind. The answer is the balance, the combination of both. So this is Osho's vision for new men. About me, my name is Agyatt. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I work with Reiki. I'm a mindfulness trainer, and I teach Osho meditations. I've been doing this now for 11 years and on the path of meditation for 13 years. I came across Osho's technique teachings in 2013. I lived in his commune for 1.5 years in Pune, and that was one of the best time of my life. And after that, I never looked back. Before this, I lived in Dubai, Russia, Singapore. I lived in many countries, did a lot of businesses and a lot of jobs. And when meditation came into my life, I said, wow, this is amazing. I'm going to figure out a way to live my life around this area. And here I am living in Goa for 10 years now and sharing something that I love the most. Okay, brain and mind. I'm going to ask this question to Rohit. He's coming for the first time. Are they same or different?
Different.
How they're different and what's the location?
Like brain, you can say with an example, I can try to tell you, not exactly what I think about it. Say it's some object. Okay. Brain is an object, and after means I can say how it responds, and when it responds, then mind is responding. That's what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So brain is the physical part of the body and mind is the invisible part. So this is my phone. I use Samsung. It is the hardware is the brain, and it has Android inside this phone. That's the software. It's called mind. If you use Apple, if you use iPhone, then the iPhone is the hardware and the iOS is the software. Location of the brain. Brain is located here inside the skull. Mind is invisible. It's like radio waves or frequency. And also your body is also a mind. So you can say mind is an invisible body and body is a visible mind. Let me say it again. Mind is an invisible body and body is a visible mind. That's why when you look at somebody's body and say, oh, you look so stressed out. Oh, you look so tired. Oh, you look so happy. So how do you know about their state of mind? By looking at their body, because your body is also your mind, but mind is also bigger. This is the diagram of the brain. It has different parts. This is the diagram of the mind. Two layers. CM stands for conscious mind. SCM stands for subconscious mind. And at the bottom is the body. Now, there are actually more than these two layers, but we don't have much time to talk about it. So we're going to only talk about these two layers today a little bit. Conscious mind has thoughts. Subconscious mind has emotions stored in it. And we take action through the body. Now, if you look at an infant has only subconscious mind, does not have the conscious mind. So infant is like a cup. Whatever you pour it into that cup, infant sucks it in, takes everything in. They don't question. They don't say what's right, what's wrong. What's being fed to them. Eventually, they decide what's right, what's wrong, based on the information that they've got, especially between the age 0 to 2. A little bit more information about the conscious mind. Conscious mind is a thinking mind. It can originate an idea. It can accept or reject an idea. It can choose. So I like it, I don't like it, I agree, I disagree. Conscious mind can do all of these things. Conscious mind also gets developed between the age 2 to 7. So first 0 to 2 years is subconscious mind. Then from 2 to 7, conscious mind comes into picture. And also this line that you see between the conscious mind and subconscious mind, this line is called critical filter. It gets developed at the same time around 2 to 7. Now, if somebody has a very strong, rigid, so if somebody is very rigid, they would have a very strong critical filter. If somebody is very loose, open, they would have a loose critical filter. Critical filter decides how much information you want to allow to go inside of you. Subconscious mind, it must accept. It is photographic. That's why you remember movies, but you don't remember names. It cannot reject. It cannot determine the difference between real or imagined. That's why when you are worryful or you have a fear, you don't know if it's real or unreal, and your body produces cortisol and adrenaline. Also, subconscious mind is 9 times bigger than the conscious mind and 6,000 times more powerful. It simply means this guy is powerful. So we need to figure out and find out some laws around subconscious mind to use it to our advantage. I hope this is clear to you. Any questions here on this slide?
No.
No questions. Okay, thank you. So thoughts are the parts of conscious mind, emotions are stored in subconscious mind, and actions come through the body. Now, definition of hypnosis. Whenever you are in contact with your subconscious mind, you are in hypnosis. Or whenever you've fallen asleep, you're in hypnosis. Or whenever you're watching a movie, you are in hypnosis. You're dreaming, you're in hypnosis. In a movie, you see one guy flying in the air, hitting 12 people, not getting a scratch on the body. You don't question it. You believe that to be true. In fact, you get lost into the dream. Fight, flight, stress response. Whenever you're stressed out, you're also in hypnosis. So I would say whenever you are thinking, you are in hypnosis. So my question to you would be, when are you not in hypnosis? It means pretty much all the time we are in hypnosis. So can anybody tell me, when are we not in hypnosis?
While meditating,
And
while praying,
anybody else? Good try, Rohit, but that's not the answer.
okay.
Anybody else would like to give it a shot? Somebody who remembers?
When you're in the present moment.
I can't hear you, Sumit. I think your voice there's a lot of lag in your voice. Okay, I'm just going to answer. I just sent a message to Rosie. She would like to join. So let's see if she comes. So whenever you are not thinking, that's when you're not in hypnosis. Otherwise, you're in hypnosis most of the time. Whenever there's no mind, you're aware and no mind. Now, there are two kinds of hypnosis, Eastern hypnosis and Western hypnosis. Eastern hypnosis is like, I would say, siddhis, or some masters, some people have these skillful means and they can do certain magical stuff. Magic, yeah. Western hypnosis is used for therapeutic purposes. Now, there is something called heterohypnosis and self-hypnosis. These are the two different kinds or types of hypnosis. In heterohypnosis, you need a clinical hypnotherapist, and it is used for therapeutic purposes. It could be used for past life regression, inner child healing, cord cutting, age regression, changing your belief system. The list is long. The idea is to release stuck energetical charges into your mind or into your system out into the space to create a space for something new to happen. For self-hypnosis, you don't need any therapist. You are your own therapist, and it is used for healing, relaxation, and goal realization. So we are going to use self-hypnosis for relaxation in this class. And I'm going to give you some technique for goal realization as well. Now, there are two laws of subconscious mind. This slide is very, very powerful. And then we are going to use these two laws in order to get the advantage of the subconscious mind for us. Most of the time, we get used by these laws. And in marketing, these laws are used against us, and we become the sucker. Now, before I show you these two laws, let me ask you a question. Do you know what was the annual budget, marketing budget of Coca-Cola of last year? 2024, how much money did they spend worldwide on Coke? Any guess? $4.4 billion. Pepsi, $3.8 billion. So why are they spending a lot of money on marketing? Because they know something that we don't know. So that is the first law, which is called law of repetition. They go on repeating the same information over and over again, and we end up buying the product that gets repeated most number of time on TV commercial or on smartphone or on radio channel or other places. Now, this is also how habits get built. You must have seen when you eat food and you can look at people while eating food. You can look at your smartphone. You can even watch a TV. Sometimes you can even talk to people. And the food always lands in your mouth, not to your cheek or to your nose or to your ears or to your chin, always to the mouth. Why? Why does it always land in your mouth? Even if there is darkness, the food always ends in your mouth. Because of muscle memory, because of habit. So our body has a memory. That's why we go on eating, we go on putting the food into our mouth. And because of repetition, a habit gets created. In the same way, our outer structure has a habit. It gets a habit. In the same way, our inner structure also develops a habit. Our endocrine system, our digestive system, cardiovascular system, nervous system, autoimmune system, they all have habit. You must have seen some people never fall sick. Some people always fall sick. Some people are always worryful or anxiety ridden. Some people are always angry. Why? Because their internal system, organism has got into some habit of producing certain hormones. For example, in anger or stress, you release cortisol. That's the stress hormone. So people who produce a lot of cortisol, their internal organism wants cortisol after some period of time. So unless you change the internal structure, internal organism, it's very difficult to change your life. So how do we go about changing your life and resetting your internal organism? By using self-hypnosis for relaxation. Now, when we relax our body and mind every day continuously for a couple of weeks to a couple of months, our internal organism also get a new blueprint eventually. The blueprint of relaxation, the blueprint of working at the optimum. So law of repetition gets used for your advantage here. How we would use this law tonight? After some time, I'm going to be repeating simple statements, simple positive statements. I would say, your body is relaxing, your body is relaxing, your body is relaxing, your body is relaxing, and your body will relax. Then I would say, your breath is relaxing, your breath is relaxing, your breath is relaxing, and your breath will relax. Why? Because of law of repetition. Then we would go into a deeper layer of relaxation. I'm going to show you in the next slide, after 2 slides. Now, this is how they use law of repetition in the marketplace, in hoarding, signboards, TV commercials, repeating the same information over and over again. Every time you go past through the road, you see a board, and it's a form of hypnosis because of repetition. Second law is law of association. We would not be able to use this law tonight, but in your regular practice, it's suggested that you practice this technique on your own at the same time, same place. I'm going to put this recording tomorrow on YouTube, so you can continue to practice on your own. And there would be 2 recordings. One would be with the instructions. Second recording is going to be standalone just for relaxation. So if you would experiment with this recording for a certain period of time, you at the same time, same place, you're going to use law of association. Why it functions well? Because habits get built up very quickly if you do certain things at the same time, same place. In marketing, they use big companies, they connect their brand with a successful person, a famous person. Like you see these 3 famous people, and they have certain brands attached to them. Budweiser, Pepsi, with Lionel Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo representing Nike and other brands. And Tom Cruise is representing this brand of the watch. So we are going to use these 2 laws tonight, and you can continue to use them to your advantage in next coming days. Now, these are high impact colors. What happens? What do we mean by high impact color? These colors have the most impact on your senses. For example, if you see here, red color opens your appetite. Even if you're not hungry, when you see something in red, your body gets a signal that it's time to eat something. So it's not by chance all these companies, big companies, have these colors of their product in these red, blue, orange, yellow, green color. It's not by chance. They've done a lot of research, a lot of money is being spent on this work, and they use it to their advantage against us. Now, you must have also noticed when you go to supermarket, and a lot of time you go to supermarket and you plan to go and buy 2 things, and you come back with 5 things. Why does it happen? Because of overload of information. Next time when you go to the supermarket, notice the color that they have. Most of the supermarket would have these flashy colors. Then let's say you want to buy a product, you want to buy one product, but they have 10 brands of the same product. Then you get confused, overload of information. Then you look at the ingredients, the pricing, and then you pick up one item. And then in the next shelf, you pick up the kombucha, the pickle, the chocolate, things that you didn't need, the chips. And then you come out and you say, why did I buy all these things? Because you were not aware. So to go past through these challenges, whenever you go to the supermarket, be more aware, make a list of things that you want, be really objective with the goal that why you're going in and what things that you want. And sometimes, of course, you can buy extras, but try to be more aware and alert and stay with the body. Okay. So body, breath, mind. This is the first step for relaxation. I'm going to repeat simple statements around body, then around breath. I already told you about those statements. And mind would automatically relax as the breath relaxes, because breath and mind, they are connected. When body relaxes, breath relaxes automatically. If body is not relaxed, breath is also not relaxed. You must have noticed this, or in future you can notice this. When you relax the body, when I would say your body is relaxing, your body is relaxing, your body is relaxing, your body would relax, immediately you would see your breath would also relax to a certain extent. Then I would repeat statements like your breath is relaxing, your breath is relaxing, your breath is relaxing, and your breath would relax. Then I would not talk about the mind, because mind automatically relaxes when your breath relaxes. You must have noticed when you become angry or stressed out, breath does not go deep. It stays until this point, and you want to really argue, the energy is stuck here. When you're happy and at ease, in let go, the breath is deep and rhythmic. So if you can change your breathing, your thoughts can change. Or if you change your thoughts, your breathing can change, because they're connected. So you can either start from either point. So the key in this technique is a state of deep let go. If you can really let go of your grip on the body and the mind, meaning you allow everything to be the way it is. So you find a comfortable posture, you're lying down, and try to remain still for next 25 minutes throughout the practice. If you can keep the body still, that'll be great. Body still and comfortable. You can lie down on a sofa or a cushion, or even in your bed. You don't have to lie down on the floor because your back might hurt. So comfort is really important. Comfort. Second important thing is keeping your body absolutely still. That'll be great if you can do these two things. And remembering that you're going to try to experiment with really letting go of your body and the mind, meaning allowing everything that is happening with your body and the mind as it is. Let's say you're resting and your body has some pain, you allow it to be the way it is. Let's say you had a bad day with somebody and those thoughts are running in your head, you allow that to be the way it is. This needs practice. But I can tell you, if you can learn this thing, allowing everything to be the way it is, it can be one of the greatest learning of your life. It's really very powerful. Very simple, but very powerful. I use it in my life a lot. So tonight you can experiment with these two things. So this is the first step. Any questions here on the first step? Okay.
No.
Okay, thank you, Rohit. Second step is relaxing with the 5 chakras. So these are the 2 layers of relaxation. Now in the second step, we're going to work with 5 chakras. Chakras are different energy centers in the human body, and different schools have different understanding about chakras. We would work with 5 chakras. Most of the school work with 7 chakras. We're going to skip 2 chakras just to make this meditation shorter. Otherwise, it may become too long. Now, each chakra is connected to certain parts of your body and organs. So first chakra, as you see in this diagram, is red color at the bottom of your spine, and it connects you with your lower body, your genitals, your hips, your thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the heels, all the way down to your toes. So I would be repeating simple statements again, that your first chakra is relaxing, your first chakra is relaxing, your first chakra is relaxing, and your first chakra will relax. Then we would move on to the second chakra below the navel, orange color. This chakra connects you with all the vital organs inside your belly, the stomach, the liver is here at the back, liver, the kidneys, the pancreas, the intestine. With this chakra relaxing, all the vital organs inside your belly are going to relax deeply and completely. Then we would work with the third chakra, which is middle of the chest. So we are skipping solar plexus chakra, which is at the rib cage. We are skipping this orange color. We're coming to the green, the fourth chakra. This chakra connects you with your heart, your lungs, your chest, the shoulders, the biceps, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, all the way down to the fingertips. So with this chakra, your upper body is going to relax totally and completely. Then we are skipping the throat chakra. We're going to the fourth chakra, which is middle of the forehead. This chakra connects you with your forehead, the eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw muscles, the entire facial muscles would relax with the fourth chakra. Again, I would be repeating simple statements like your fourth chakra is relaxing, your fourth chakra is relaxing, your fourth chakra is relaxing, so on and so forth. Last one is fifth chakra, top of the head, connects you with your brain, your thinking mechanism, and the entire physical body from head to toe, left to right, inside, outside. So with this chakra, I would say your entire physical body is relaxing, your entire physical body is relaxing, and your entire physical body will relax. Deeply and completely, it will relax. Now, after this, I'm going to use certain keywords, some special words coming from a special teaching to try to give you an experience of your true nature, which is the space, vast empty space. So I'm going to say recognize awareness. First step would be to recognize awareness. So as right now you're sitting or lying down, looking at the screen, feel the parts of your body. Now, the fact that you can feel your body is because of awareness. This awareness tells you that you exist. This awareness is the basis of all your experiences. It's naturally present. So recognition of this awareness is the key by connecting with your body. So I would ask you to recognize this awareness and let this awareness expand and come out of the skin of your body and become one with the space that is all around you. The fact that you can see the phone or your computer is because of the space. You appear in the space, you disappear in the space. Everything appears in the space. You cannot be out of the space. So who you are is the space. So when I'm using certain keywords, some certain prompts, your awareness of the body might get a quantum leap. The word is quantum leap, meaning if I would ask you to go from A to B or from your place to the roof, you're going to follow a linear path. You're going to go out of the door, take a staircase, go up. This is a linear movement. Quantum leap is, I would say, boom, you're on your roof. Immediately, without even moving. This is called quantum leap. So quantum leap of awareness. So who we are is the vast empty space. And our misery is we are unlimited, but we've been limited to the physical body. And that's why we feel that we're somehow stuck. We feel like we are in prison. This is one of the reasons why when you go to the nature or you go to open spaces or near the ocean, you feel amazing when you see the limitless space, because that's your nature. So we would try to help you, give you an experience of your true nature by using these words. So if you could keep your body still and relaxed and comfortable and allow your awareness to expand, you might find yourself as the space. Now, if that happens, don't freak out. Some of you have had this experience. I've had this experience many times. Some of you may have this experience today or maybe in the next couple of days. That's the most liberating experience one can have. It's really amazing. So I'm going to let you be there for some time. And then after this, I would say, come back to the body. We would integrate you back to the body, and then we would finish this. This is how we're going to do it. Any questions here? Okay.
No.
Thank you. Now, this is just Louise here. You can just take a look at it on your own later on. Louise here, she has done a lot of work on affirmation. And there is a very famous book by her, You Can Heal Your Life. And she has given amazing affirmations in that book. Now, how to create the affirmation? 5 things to remember. You can make any affirmation and use this affirmation sometimes. Then you practice self-hypnosis for relaxation on your own. After coming out of it, just before you get out of the bed, you can repeat your affirmation because you're very close to your subconscious mind. And it may go very deep into the ultimate depth, and it will be the best time to drop the seeds of positive suggestions. So there are 5 things to remember when you create a powerful affirmation. It could be short or long. Simple affirmation, positive, present tense, and one area at a time, preferably. You can sometimes increase more than one area, but usually one area is the best. So it could be in the area of health, it could be in the area of relationship, money, anything that you would like to work on or manifest. So I hope this is clear. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And now in the next video, we would make the recording for the practice.